Hey there, today, I want to talk to you about a truly magical map, a puzzle that takes every fairy tale you can imagine and mashes them into one single world. It's the kind of thing where, as you're putting it together, you suddenly notice Little Red Riding Hood walking past the three-bear house with her basket. Jack is just starting to climb the beanstalk, and Cinderella's glass slipper is sitting on the grass not far away. Can you imagine that feeling? It's like all the stories you heard as a kid were scattered like stars on the ground, and someone used the magic to string them together into a world you can actually touch. First, let me tell you about the creator of this map. His name was JOCK. You might not have heard of him, but his life story sounds like something straight out of a fairy tale. He was born in 1889 near Prague and started out as a metallurgical engineer. That sounds like a super strict, rational profession, right? But then, he ended up becoming a landscape designer and a painter. He immigrated to the US in 1910 and eventually settled down in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Just to think about that, moving from being a guy who works with metal to a guy who builds dreams with a paintbrush. There must be so many stories in that transition, almost as if he took a leap from the real world straight into a fairyland himself. This map was created in 1930, some say 1933, but either way, it was right in the middle of the Great Depression. The whole world was pretty gray and gloomy back then, and life was tough for everyone. But right at that moment, JOCK has painted this incredibly vibrant map filled with over 50 fairy tales. It's like he built a dream for everyone to hide in, letting people temporarily forget the troubles outside. The map was first released by the Child's Wonderland Company in Grand Rapids. It was about 24.5 x 36 inches, roughly the size of a standard poster you'd have at home. But inside that frame, it held an entire universe. You know what's most interesting? The stories in this map aren't just the English and American nursery rhymes we know. They also blend in JOCK's own Central European background. For example, there's the Polish fairy tale of the Glass Mountain and the story of the Golden Fish written by Pushkin from Russia. You might not have heard of these before, but there they are, sitting quietly in the same world as Red Riding Hood and Cinderella. Just imagine Red Riding Hood is walking through a forest, and right next to her is that shimmering glass mountain from a Polish tale, and a little further away, you might see Pushkin's wish-granting fish swimming in the water. It's like all these fairy tales broke through the fourth wall and got together for a massive party. Let me tell you more about the details in the map. Honestly, every corner hides a surprise. It's not just about placing characters randomly. He put them in the most critical moments of their stories. For instance, Hansel and Gretel aren't just standing in front of the gingerbread house. They've just discovered it. You can almost see that expression of surprise and hunger on their faces. And the three bears are just about to walk into their home, totally unaware that a little blonde girl is sleeping in their bed. Even more heartwarming is that some characters haven't met their tragedy yet. Take Humpty Dumpty. He's still sitting perfectly fine on top of the wool. He hasn't fallen yet.
It's like JOCK gave him a perfect pause button, so he could stay there forever, without having to go through the sad part. Oh, and there's a little side story about this map. In the Yuandu Tee,
the name The Wandering Jew in the bottom right corner was changed to The Wanderer because the original name wasn't quite politically correct. You see, even fairy tale worlds change slowly with the times, but that change actually makes it feel more gentle, like everyone is protecting this little world together. And then there's what JOCK has said himself. Those winding paths in the map are roads that lead eventually to nowhere. If you think about that, isn't it incredibly romantic? It means you can keep walking along those paths forever, never hitting a dead end, and always discovering new stories and surprises. You might be curious why this map has stayed so popular for so long, from 1930 until now, nearly 100 years later. Honestly, I think the most amazing thing about it is that it helps us grown-ups find that feeling of believing in fairy tales again. Think about it. When we were kids listening to these stories, didn't we think they were all real? We believed there were animals that could talk and magic that could grant wishes. But as we grow up, we slowly forget all that and think fairy tales are just for kids. But this map is different. It puts all the tales together to tell you that these stories never actually disappeared. They're just waiting in a certain place for us to come back and find them. And this map has influenced a lot of incredible people. For example, Matt Groening, the creator of The Simpsons, said that this map hung in his parents' house, and he later got inspiration from it when creating his animated series Disenchantment. Then there's the indie rock band Elf Power. Their 1997 album, When the Red King Comes, used a piece of this map for the cover. You see, whether you're into animation or music, you can find what you need in this map. It's like an inexhaustible treasure chest of inspiration. Now this map even has a puzzle version. The modern wooden puzzle is usually 516 pieces and includes many whimsy pieces, specially shaped pieces like fairy tale characters or animals. When you're putting it together, it feels like you're personally piecing these stories back together, one by one. The puzzle is made of 4 hemi-thick finished birch plywood, so it feels really high quality. Once finished, it's about 18 x 12 inches, perfect for hanging on a wall, like hanging an entire fairy tale world in your home. The difficulty is a level 3, so it's not super hard. but it requires some focus. It's like you have to slowly step into this world. You can't rush it. You know, Jaro Hess didn't actually gain much fame during his lifetime. He was like a dream maker hiding behind the scenes, quietly painting this map and then handing it over to the world. But today, reproductions of this map are still incredibly popular. And so many people have it hanging in their homes or are working on the puzzle. I think that's the best part. A person used their paintbrush to create a home that everyone can always return to. Whether you're a child or an adult, as soon as you see this map, you can temporarily forget your real-world worries and go back to that age where you believed in magic. Sometimes think that as we grow up, we're all in such a hurry. We're in a rush to become mature and a rush to throw away the things we believed in as kids. But this map seems to be telling us, it's okay, those fairy tales never left. They've always been there, and as long as you're willing, you can go back and visit them anytime. It's like when you're doing this puzzle. With every piece you fit, it feels like you're finding a little bit of your childhood self. When you're done, you have a whole fairy tale wonderland that belongs just to you. So, if you're ever feeling a bit tired or frustrated, why not try putting this puzzle together? Or find a poster of this map to hang on your wall? It's like leaving a door open for yourself, so you can step into that magical world whenever you want. Let Red Riding Hood walk with you for a while, and let Cinderella tell you that as long as you believe, miracles can happen. After all, there is a kid who believes in fairy tales living inside every one of us, isn't there? Would you like me to look up a high-resolution version of this map so you can see all those little details we talked about?